Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well during these uncertain times. In fact, digital entertainment is one of the things that we've been relying on during COVID-19, and that's what I'm here to speak to you about today. The average teenager spends 7 hours and 22 minutes a day on social media. This adds up to 221 hours a month, and therefore 1/3 of our yearly time. This is equivalent to the time we spend sleeping. But how much do we really know about an industry which takes up so much of our time? It's important to understand how it works, as it's a vital part of how modern businesses operate and also interact with the younger generation. User experience is one of the most important things in digital entertainment, because customer satisfaction is what leads to success in digital entertainment. And we can divide our consumption of digital entertainment into the 3 major platforms: live television, which includes sports and news; subscription services such as Netflix, Spotify, and Disney+; as well as social media, which includes our YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and more. And these 3 platforms each provide us with a different experience and a different service. And user experience is a very important part of digital entertainment, as that's what determines its success. But recently, we've seen how these 3 different platforms can work together to merge and intersect to provide us with a better user experience. And when we look at the current trends of the digital entertainment industry, it can often seem overwhelming, as there are constantly new trends and technologies being created that shift the way that this industry develops. Some of these could include the way that artificial intelligence gives us recommendations and filters content, big data advertising, as well as how influencers are using their platform to advertise in opposed to traditional commercials, as well as meme culture, crowdsourced creativity, e-commerce, and more. The list just goes on and on and on. However, we can easily understand this industry if we just focus on these 3 main aspects: the creation of content, the consumption of content, as well as changing business models. If we follow these 3 steps, we'll be able to get a comprehensive view of the digital entertainment industry, as well as understand how we can utilize it to help grow our businesses. The creation of content always traditionally started as blockbuster productions. And this involved a large scale because there were large teams and a lot of money put into it, and therefore a large release. However, now with changing platforms such as Netflix and Amazon Prime, we no longer see this as a trend, as platforms are continuing to diversify. For example, due to subscription services, we see that having a library of content is extremely important. This has led to the production of things such as Netflix originals like Money Heist. In addition to improving and increasing their assets, it also allows Netflix to have exclusivity in their content which cannot be found on any other platforms. And because of this, we see that major companies such as Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney take up a large portion of the market. However, this does not limit the digital entertainment industry. Social media has allowed use for user-generated content. That means you do not need a large budget or extensive resources to create content and share it with millions of people around the world. It allows for equal opportunity and anyone to have the possibility of major successes. When we think about the consumption of content, it has also changed from the traditional cinema and blockbuster, because now we have more platforms like subscription video programs like Netflix and Amazon Prime. We must also talk about the technology that has been changing. We often talk about subscription services, but we must also remember that this technology is also changing with the influence of Google Glass and virtual reality, and is often overlooked. This is an important part which will transform the consumption of content. But the consumption of content has also changed due to what the users want as an experience. Recently, we've seen binge watching being a major trend, and this has changed the way that companies have been releasing their content. It's important for companies to create an asset base, and this is what allows users to be hooked onto their content and use it and be addicted to their assets. But we must also remember that user experience is not solely the consumption of content and creation of content. It must be an extension of the content created. And this leads me to my 3rd trend, which is changing business models. What I mentioned earlier about the extension of content means that we could increase our content to merchandise, music, television, clothes, and more. And Disney is an excellent example of a company that have extended their user experience. and this has led to them becoming a very successful company with a lasting fan base for many generations. Another company, Amazon, has also been expanding their market to involve different industries such as gaming, e-commerce, storage, and more, and we're continuously seeing them diversifying their market. This is another way that users interact with their company and get a better experience. So, now that we understand how these three changes have been occurring, it's important to go back to our Venn diagram so that we can fully understand the digital entertainment industry and what opportunities that it presents for us. Digital entertainment used to solely consist of live television, subscription video, and social media, as I mentioned earlier. But now I see more circles such as gaming, e-commerce, fashion, technology, food, automotive, and education, all being a part of this industry. And all of these will work together, merge, and interlink to create a better user experience. One example of this would be one that we're quite familiar with, the automotive and food industry. With companies such as Foodpanda and Deliveroo, we see that we're able to these two industries are able to work together to improve user experience. But now I see social media becoming another intersection where we are able to share and talk about these food and automotive industries to get our users more connected with the manufacturers and the restaurants. Another example could be of subscription video, education, and gaming. These 7 hours and 22 minutes teenagers spend every day could be really impactful if we're able to involve subscription video and gaming to allow users to fully immerse themselves in their education. Another example could be of subscription video, fashion, and e-commerce. I can envision a future where I'm seeing a character wear something I like, and I could easily buy it off of the subscription video and have it delivered to my home. So these are just a few examples of what I envision of intersecting industries. So the point I'm trying to make is the possibilities are endless, and we must think about how our industries can use subscription video as a way to interact with the younger audience and improve our businesses. So the message that I want to leave with you today is, how will you use digital entertainment to grow your business and interact with the younger generation? Thank you.